Let's get straight into this. Got India talking on DDG, Duke Dennis Streaming University, whoop de whoop, the poopity poop, the scoopity scoop. You know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into this. Hold on.
You said you and Duke caught like a natural vibe when you first met. What are some of your favorite things about him?
Some of my favorite things, you know.
What's going on, guys? I'm Speedy, and the name of this show is 360 with Speedy. And today I am joined by one of the pioneers of women on the internet in general. India Love is here.
Hey.
India, how are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here. I know you're only in town for a little while, but how have you been enjoying New York so far?
I love New York. It's so hot out here right now. I'm very shocked, but I love it here.
It feels like the Valley in August or some shit like that.
Yes, it
No
does.
bullshit.
I love people from New York too. I love y'all slang.
Do y'all
I love
really?
the culture. I just
Yeah,
love New York
gangsta.
in general. It's very rare because
Chill.
I'm really a West Coast girl, but I love New York too.
Everything that I have seen of you very much embodies LA and West Coast culture. So the fact that you enjoy New York means a lot to us here. I alluded to it, but you're like one of the first people I saw that was like an influencer per se. And in a lot of ways, you grew up on the internet. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you kind of were raised by the net?
Yes, I do. It has been a bittersweet, like, life and lifestyle, but I learned how to get balance with both. I do feel like I kind of was raised on the internet, by the internet, and it's so to speak, but it's something that I kind of like learned to navigate through, I guess you can say.
It seemed like Tumblr was like the first time I had seen you. Is that where this all started at?
Yes, it did. It started on Tumblr. I had a MySpace, but I wasn't like super known there. It started on Tumblr. Organically, just taking pictures of my sister, not even having a thought to go viral or have like these like super known pictures, but just being a young teenager liking to take pictures. That's really where it came from. It was all organic. I never had a plan. I just wanted to be the cool girl that had cool pictures. That's all.
Do you remember one of the first times you posted some shit that really went? Like a picture that like kind of helped spark all of this?
Help spark? No, but I do know a picture that like I didn't even think was gonna go so viral or people like really love. It's like a picture when I had on like cool gray 11s in front of my dad's garage, smiling with a bun on top of my head. But a lot of people know that aesthetic, that me, I guess. So.
Yeah, it was like an early streetwear, like swag type era.
Exactly.
This tattoo on your face, this heart. What is the origin of it? When did you get it? What made you get it?
I've always wanted a face tattoo, but my mom was like, no, you better not. And I kind of just bit the bullet one day and just went for it. My middle name is Love. It really just was a random thought of mine, like an open face heart. It's kind of my staple though. A lot of people like know me for that. I've inspired a lot of girls to get that, so it's probably my favorite tattoo, honestly, is my heart, so.
It's a big commitment to get a face tattoo. Were you nervous about it?
I was only
just
nervous.
Like, fuck it?
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. But I only was a little nervous to show my parents because I know my mama don't play that. My dad, he was gonna be upset too. But I was grown. I am grown, so I just made the decision on my own. But I just didn't want to disappoint them.
What did they say when they seen it?
They weren't as mad because it's not like bulky or but I do have like 3 on my face now. But
what are the other ones?
It's just a little star right here. And then
it.
this one is pain and love upside down. It's like one word. It's a word.
That's how I never noticed these two.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is like your staple. Everybody knows you for having that. Yeah. Growing up, you're from Compton originally. But you went to high school in
Corona, yes.
Santiago High School.
Santiago High School.
Is it the Sharks? Is that what it is?
Yes, Santiago Sharks.
What was high school India like?
High school India was super popping on the internet, but my high school peers did not know that I was like famous, I guess, on the internet or known. So it took them to like maybe 11th grade, 12th grade for them to realize like, oh shit, like she's like, blowing up on the internet. But during school, I wasn't really a scholar. I was more so worried about what I had on, being cute. I won best dress, so, there's that. I had a good high school experience. I went with my sister for a couple years, my sister Crystal. But, yeah, it was cool.
You were popping on the internet already at this time. Is it true that there would be times when you would, like, leave and go host clubs for like 5K on the weekends and then come back?
Yes, I definitely did. 11th grade year, going into 12th grade, and then super in 12th grade year. I definitely was leaving Friday, go to the club Saturday, come back Sunday, or if it was a Sunday hosting. But it was definitely a shocker for me because, like, first of all, I wasn't even, 21 yet, but I was still getting booked for lounges and just different areas, and people really was fucking with it. So I was definitely blessed in high school, too.
You was getting money already at an early age.
Even getting paid on Instagram, I was still getting paid. I was going to Western Union at Albertsons, getting paid, coming back, sharing the wealth with the family.
Do you remember, like, how much bread you was making at that time? Like, for an Instagram post in 2000 and whatever year that was.
Probably like 2K. Like 2,000.
Yeah. That's good for back then.
Especially
and
for
as a high school student,
yes.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, I was booming for sure.
It seems kind of like, from my perspective, you're entering a new era, a new chapter.
Yes.
And it's the content creation space on the streaming side.
Yes.
How did this all come about? The first time I saw you kind of in this space was at the Streamer University. Was that like the foray into this?
The first initial one was I did a Taco Tuesday with DDG and came onto his stream, but I already made me a Twitch account. I just didn't stream at all yet. So from the Taco Tuesday,
this shit just got mad interesting.
Happened maybe a month or a little less after that. And from there, it catapulted everything like tremendously. So shout out to Kai Snap because
facts. Shout out Kai, W Kai all day, every day. You know the vibes.
Been as huge as it is so quickly, I guess you could say. So
do you enjoy this? Are you fucking with it?
I love it. I love it so much because I never really got a chance to showcase my personality. I mean, I did reality shows, but it's a lot of editing. I've done little stuff here and there, but like me being just a pretty picture, I was getting tired of that. Like I was just bored with figuring out new ways to model and brand ambassador and this, that, and third when I was trying to get into the YouTube world, but then it takes like so much editing and just a lot of that. So having a platform where you could just be raw, uncut, you can't hide it, you can't fake it, it's all live. It gives people the opportunity to really see raw, uncut personalities and like just how people are and how they go about their days for real. Like the real way, not like, the edited
The
version.
real way, in a real way.
All right, and so this is something it seems like you've been taking very, very seriously.
Yes.
But let's talk about the Streamer University for a second. How would you categorize that experience? Like, what were some of the highlights? What were the lowlights? What was the vibes like?
It was such a dope experience because I feel like it just captured what today's world.
I ain't gonna lie, I was about to say some shit, but I'm gonna say it again anyways. Like, comment if you want Streaming University to come back. Like, yo, bring that shit back, bro. Bring that shit back, bro. That ass, bro. That shit was fire, bro. That shit was a vibe, bro. That ass. Bring that shit back, gang. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please.
It's turning into, which is like this content-driven. We all should work together to, be bigger and better. It was just a positive space for people to grow and to learn from each other. Whether it was like the big streamers and the little.
Hold on, I'm about to go get my food, y'all. I'm gonna put it on full screen. Give me a second. Be right back.
Streamers, everybody helping each other out. It was very we were all in sync. We were a unit and we were having fun. It was genuine fun. Like, yes, I was working because I was a professor, but at the end of the day, it was so much fun. And a lot of people that were there got way more inspired and just, a better vision and better way to go about streaming. Because, you could just ask any questions. Kai was, walking down every hallway every day. He was very selfless in the sense of just making sure everybody was good. People's internet was lagging. He was, helping out with that, very hands-on. So that gave us the comfort and, willingness to, want to really go up. And we were going up. We loved it, yes.
Did you know a lot of those streamers beforehand? Or
I knew a handful.
Okay.
I knew a handful, personally, but a lot of people that I knew just started streaming as well.
Yeah.
Ben the Don's one person. There's a lot of people that I've known for years that weren't streaming or was doing a different YouTube or something of that sort, just started kind of at the same time I did. So it was, all kind of, learning together. But still, it's been, a surprise to me on how well it's going, to be honest, because
what's real and original is in your bones, not inspired by some famous face. He said, "Tone your skin, put on the table." unapologetic, unoriginal, to the bone, Spolong tequila.
I never knew what was my what was my thing. Like, yeah, taking pictures, but like everything goes in chapters and phases of my life. Like I was like ready to reinvent myself, so to speak. So Twitch definitely gave me the platform to do that, I would say.
So it's going better than you anticipated.
It definitely is, yeah.
It's happening super fast.
It is.
Are you like nervous about?
Hold on. What I missed? I was going for like a minute. I was going to move right here, just to recap.
I was a professor, but at the end of the day, it was so much fun. And a lot of people that were there got way more inspired and just, a better vision and better way to go about streaming. Because, like, you could just ask any questions. Kai was, like, walking down every hallway every day. He was very selfless in the sense of just making sure everybody was good. People's internet was lagging. He was, like, helping out with that, very hands-on. So that gave us the comfort and, like, willingness to, like, want to really go up. And we were going up. We loved it, yes.
Did you know a lot of those streamers beforehand? Or
I knew a handful.
Okay.
I knew a handful, like, personally, but a lot of people that I knew just started streaming as well.
Yeah.
Ben the Don's one person. There's a lot of people that I've known for years that weren't streaming or was doing a different YouTube or something of that sort, just started kind of at the same time I did. So it was, like, all kind of, like, learning together. But still, it's been, like, a surprise to me on how well it's going, to be honest, because I never knew what was my, what was my thing. Like, yeah, taking pictures, but, like, everything goes in chapters and phases of my life. Like, I was, like, ready to reinvent myself, so to speak. So Twitch definitely gave me the platform to do that, I would say.
So it's going better than you anticipated.
It definitely is, yeah.
It's happening super fast.
It is.
Are you, like, nervous about it because it's happening so quick, or does it just feel right?
People don't understand. It's like real life entertainment. Like, we have to sit there and entertain whoever is in that chat. So yes, we're gonna, like, overly do things or, like, just make sure that our viewers are entertained, so to speak. So it's a task for sure, and it takes creativity. It takes a lot of consistency, but it's something that is very much worth it, I feel like.
Yeah, a lot of it seems like you're having to entertain, and it's like a live show in a lot of ways. And I think sometimes y'all do a good job of, like, playing things up to the camera.
I fucked that shit up, y'all.
Yes.
Entertaining. So I want to talk about some moments that happened at Streamer University.
Okay.
The first one was like the origin of this "my ball" shit that I keep hearing. What can you tell me about like "my ball" and like where it came from?
Good eats.
So it definitely originated from DDG.
I got a little something left.
He was, I was caught in the phrase as it was going around. So I really didn't know the prime definition until I was supposed to be somebody's ball. Then I'm like, wait, what does that mean? But that's just a playful term that this generation really loves.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks to DDG, but
I don't know. Run that shit back. I don't know.
Origin of this "my ball."
My son paid the way.
That I keep hearing. What can you tell me about like "my ball" and like where it came from?
So it definitely originated from DDG.
That's a fact.
Was,
the originator.
I was caught in the phrase as it was going around. So I really didn't know the prime definition until I was supposed to be somebody's ball. Then I'm like, wait, what does that mean? But that's just a playful term that this generation really loves. Thanks to DDG. But if I could give it a definition, it would just be like, that's mine. That's my girl. That's my little ooh-wop. That's just, that belongs to me in some way, shape, or form. So
how did it feel being a part of the origin of it? Like, the first time I heard it was kind of about you in a lot of ways, and now it's a phrase that everybody's saying.
Yeah, I think it's flattering.
You're the original ball.
I am the original ball, I guess you could say, but I'm really the coach. I'm not nobody's ball. Like, I'm definitely the coach.
So you're like overseeing the playing,
yes,
but you're not actually the ball.
No, yes. But I'll take the phrase is a cool phrase. It's funny. I like it. I don't take no offense to it. A lot of people, like girls, like, I'm not your ball, but it's just it's just a cute, cool little phrase. I fuck with it, but I am not anybody's ball. Just to clear it up.
Period. Another moment was Deshae being musty. Was he really moving like that? Like,
Damn, not you being mentioned in the interview, bro. That's tough. That's real tough.
Crazy, or was that just like some fun banter? On
Take a little shot for you, bro. No bullshit.
Well,
Shout out to Deshae.
But, you know, to his defense, I'm sure, was it warm in there? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what really bothered me the most was the fact that we were sponsored by Tone, which is Keyz and that's brand with his AMP crew, and that's deodorant and like it was all decked out in our dorm and in the restroom. So I don't really give it an excuse for like it being hot. It was accessible for him at any moment, and I just feel like I caught the wrong whiff. So I'm
caught the wrong whiff is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
That's embarrassing as fuck. Word of my mother.
I had tough days.
Yeah, of course. I'm musty sometimes, like, but I take care of it. Of course, I work
tough.
out, so it's just like, you know, you catch it and then you make sure you fix it.
Yeah, you just handle it.
Exactly.
At the end of Streamer University, Drake got on there and said like, congratulations to everybody, but he singled you out in a way. And just said, you know, you'll always be his dog. Were you surprised to hear that? Did you expect to hear it?
No, it definitely shocked me. I was over there like, wait, what? I was in the crowd like, everybody's looking at me. I'm like, wait, I didn't really hear it because I was still stuck on the last thing that he said. But I was definitely surprised, and it was good to see and hear from him and make sure, you know, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it cool to like hear that shout out? Or
Hell yeah. I mean, it's Drake. What the fuck? Of course. But yeah, he's a legend. I appreciated it. It was cute. It was cool.
Shout out to Drake.
Yeah, shout out to Drizzy.
I think right now we're seeing an interesting dynamic in popularity on the internet. I think for so many years, like rappers were like the people that everyone looked at as like leading the charge on like what's cool and who's lit.
Yes.
And now it could be like a changing of the tide. But I'm wondering what is India Love's perspective on it. Who do you think is lit and running shit right now? Is it the rappers? Is it becoming the streamers? What do you think?
I feel, in my personal opinion, I see for myself that not all, let me take that back. My personal opinion, I feel like most rappers want to stream. A lot of people in every different category, they want to stream because seeing a Keyz and that and how crazy of an empire he's built and how far he's taken it creative-wise and just like for the people, it's not only inspiring, but it's like on some like, he makes you feel like you could do it too, which...
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, yo, shout out Kai, bro. That's a fact. Let's run that back.
And how far he's taken it creative-wise and just like for the people, it's not only inspiring, but it's like on some like, he makes you feel like you could do it too, which you can, everybody can, but it's a good feeling to have someone like Kai leading this generation. I have nephews and nieces who like love him, but he's such a positive influence, a positive role model. He's really setting the lanes for this generation, and it's like so dope to be a part of it and to be in it. The streamers are taking over in every category with music, this, that, and the third. I feel like everybody in one way, shape, or form is trying to see about how to stream or if they should or if they want to, which, you know, I feel like everybody should try it, but it definitely isn't for everybody.
Nah, for sure.
For sure.
I feel like every other day I'm seeing like a new rapper be on some like, I'm starting my Twitch channel, and a lot of people on the internet are like, all right, like.
It makes sense though, because it's like you have all these people, you have thousands of people just watching you, like that's like for advertisement, for like engaging with the people who really like fuck with you. Like it's just such a different platform, but it's so successful to me. Like I feel a different level.
That's some real shit, y'all. That's some real shit.
I don't like to say fame, but like I'm way more well known now.
Yeah, for sure.
When just Instagram and Tumblr. I even did like reality shows, and I did acting before. I have a couple like roles I've done, but nothing has equated or even like anything to Twitch. Like Twitch is like setting it to a whole nother level.
No, for sure. I mean, you've been lit for a while, but it seems like this is the most famous you've been ever.
I agree.
Are you noticing a difference in who your audience is? Like, do you notice any, like a changing of like who's really tapped in?
Yeah, because everybody think I'm old. So I think my new audience is very Gen Z, I guess you could say. But it's my last year being 20, in my 20s. I'm 29. And I feel like I haven't lived this great of a life since ever. Like I'm really in my prime right now. I really feel like this is like my moment to just take off and catapult into like whoever God wants me to be, for real.
Your mom was a Sunday school teacher?
Yeah, she was.
And what was that at all was it Marathoner Church or something like that?
What is it called? Maranatha.
Maranatha Church.
How did you know that? Look at you. Yes, I did. Yeah, that was her church that she did Sunday school in. I was very heavily influenced by my mom and her Christianity and just her faith. So I'm like really, really, really big on God. She definitely implanted that with me and all my siblings at a young age. So, and it's really carrying me through life for sure. Like I'm very much
Facts, God is good all the time.
What God wants me to do. Even when I mess up, I definitely am still very in tune, have a great relationship with him. So, yeah.
Shout out to the big homie.
Yes, shout out to the big
sir.
homie. Thank you, Jesus.
Is it true you used to shoot your shot at a certain point? Like you were a pursuer?
Yes. What do you mean? Is it true? I mean, yeah. I mean, is that a bad thing for a girl?
I don't think it's a bad thing at all, but it is a rarity. I feel like we don't really see. I mean, it depends on who is involved,
Yeah.
but like. It is a bit surprising to hear, like, you was really out here like, oh, I need that.
Oh, yeah, I'm very...
Bro,
What's real in
advertising
religion?
gay. I think that's like the first advertisement of this video where my mother. It's crazy works. And that shit gonna go all the way to 15 seconds too. That's crazy. Those be the words, y'all. You know the vibes. It's crazy works.
How can I describe this? I learned how to build my confidence over time. Like, I definitely was not this confident and this sure of myself my whole life. So when I did get to that point where it was like, okay, I know who I am and I'm living in it, I know who I am, so y'all know who I am too. So that means, okay, cool. Like, you know, I'm not afraid to give compliments or to shoot my shot or to say what I need to say. I love to be transparent and open and honest, honestly.
Now, you seem like a very complimentary person.
Yes,
like,
I am.
I've heard you give compliments. Like, you complimented my tracksuit.
Yes, it's nice.
What is,
Fire.
like, hypothetically, like, you see something and you're like, oh, I need that. Like, what's your
In a guy?
move? Yeah, like, when you are shooting your shot, what's your move?
Am I looking at a page or I'm looking at it in person?
Let's do both.
Okay, so on a page,
You see something, you're like, oh, yeah, I need that.
I mean...
You're not cold sliding.
See, look, this is the thing. I was shooting my shot like I need that off looks when that was like a thing. But now I learned that that's not the way to go.
Sure.
1,000%. So now I'm looking for family-oriented people like myself, emotionally, like what is it called?
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence is my favorite.
But what's the play like? Okay, those are the qualities you're looking for. You see that in somebody.
Okay.
What's the move? Like, how does India Love get that?
I'm like, what's up?
That's simple.
What's up? You're gonna be like, what's up? I'm like, where you at? Oh, okay, well, you ever in my city? We should go. They usually take it from the what's up.
Right.
I don't have to
You
like.
just spark it.
I spark it,
And then once it sparks, it's up.
It's a flame. Okay.
Whenever the last time you did that was it a success? Did it go?
Yes, I don't think it's never not been a success.
You're shooting 100% from the field.
Yes.
Maybe you are the coach. This is impressive.
I am the coach.
You've never ever missed a shot once.
No, not that I could think of, and I've done plenty of shots
That's
in my
funny.
lifetime.
Good for you.
I get wifey quick, you know. And it's not giving that yet, but it gives.
But
that.
you be quick to go wifey route.
Yeah, I am. I think that's just how I was raised to be, maybe, or like.
Now your parents is like that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, literally. So, but it doesn't. That got me nowhere fast. I would tell you that right now. I did that for a lot of people who didn't deserve it and that didn't, reciprocate what I was giving. So it's all a learning process.
For sure.
It's okay.
How much of like what's happening on the internet now with your love life is you like playing into it versus being serious? And what I mean by that is like, like at Streaming University, you like doing the little funny shit with Duke and then like the little funny shit with DDG. Like how much of that is like you just understanding that Twitch is an audience that you have to entertain versus like you being dead ass?
On which person or like what
Both.
scenario? I mean, the whole thing with Duke was very much, it just organically happened. That was my first time meeting him, being around him. That's like what it gave, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah.
And then with DDG, it was the same thing, but then also we've known each other for longer. So it's just like, we kind of have a more comfortable understanding of like you know, we respect each other's boundaries, we're friends, but like we could get flirty and playful because I know he's not in a relationship, I'm not in a relationship, and it's for the entertainment of Twitch, and they love it. They eat it up. We have clips, we ship, they edit us, all types of stuff, and I love even watching it, to be honest. So yeah, I think like most of it is
Shazam.
Most of it's entertainment, but a lot of it too is just like organic, cool, like genuine vibes, really.
Yeah, like it just be happening.
Yeah.
And when the camera's just there
Cool
to catch
people.
it,
Yeah.
they catch it. What are some of your favorite things about DDG?
Some of my favorite things, I think he's a selfless person. I think he pushes a lot of people around him to be the best versions of themselves without wanting or needing anything in return. I love his family. He got a dope family. He's very driven. He's very, like, he knows what he wants, and, you know, sky's the limit for his life. He don't put no type of, like, set, I don't know what it's called.
Boundaries?
Not even boundaries, but like...
Parameters, maybe?
Yeah, he just overcomes every goal. Like, if he has a goal, he does another one, and he doesn't stop. So I really commend him for his work ethic and for being selfish and pushing others around him to be more.
At Streamer University, you said you and Duke caught like a natural vibe when you first met. What are some of your favorite things about him?
I love that he smells good and... He's like a chill guy. Like, I don't know him too well. That was like the first time we met. We were only around each other for a couple of days. But he definitely gives like a mature man, great looking, great vibes. You know, that type of shit. Cool.
Shout out to Duke. Shout out to DDG as well. I'm just noticing now this tattoo that says solitary. What's that? What is the...
Well, to me, I got it because I feel like I'm a solitary person. I've not, you know, been my whole life, I haven't had a lot of friends. I never wanted a lot of friends, but I have like 4 sisters and 2 brothers, so I grew up in a big family. I feel like I stand alone. I'm like a one of one. I definitely am a blueprint to a lot of different categories in life, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm just a one of one.
What does that mean? Like you're a blueprint to a lot of categories?
Like I feel like I started a lot of waves in dressing or like, you know, culture-wise. I wouldn't say like super original, but a lot of things I did start a wave of, I would feel. So a lot of girls started flipping their jeans down and showing their thongs. I think I kind of like started that wave of just something where I love low-rise jeans. Some of my shit was high, so I would flip it down. Shit, what can I think of at the moment? Just being like the it girl, like the baddie, the one that just gave what it's supposed to give. I feel like a lot of that came from me, but I'm not the only one that says that. Or I don't really say that about myself. I think, you know, the internet speaks for me when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, respect the pioneer.
Yeah.
I remember you were making music at one point. You was fucking with will.i.am.
Yes.
You also did some vocals on a Kanye album recently on Vultures.
Yes.
The name of the song was Keyz to My Life. How did that even come about?
It was so random, but so God ordained, really. I just was at, he had a show in Vegas. And then at the after party, it was like a bunch of people in like a hotel suite. And I'm just standing on the wall, just, you know, minding my business with my glasses on. And then he just yells out, India. And it's like, cricket, cricket. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Then he's like, come here. And then he makes me come over there. And he's like, I just want you to say anything. Like, just go for it. But he has this high energy and, like, he's so passionate about it. I was getting really nervous. Like, wait, I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say? And then we kind of just came up with that. He said it out loud. And I'm like, okay, how do you want me? I was just so nervous on getting it perfect. And I had to record it in the room while everybody was watching. Everybody was doing their own thing. It was just like a party going on. And he kind of like walked me through it. Timbaland was on FaceTime, kind of like walked me through it too. So that was just kind of like a dream. I was just random. It was so like, I didn't expect it, but it was super dope. Then we did like a lot of shows. I went to Paris and performed. That was like crazy.
Oh, you performed it too?
I performed it, yes. It was so great. It was a dope experience.
I feel like because you've been in this for so long, I don't know if this is true, but a quick Google search says that your net worth is $1 million. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
Do you feel like it's close? Is your lifestyle like kind of close to?
This is what get me tight about these type of interviews. Don't be watching niggas money like that, you heard. That's weird as hell. And even if the case may be, was it true or not, that's still a weird question to ask, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about right now? How would you feel if I asked you da-da-da-da, what should this shit say your net worth? And be like, yo, is it true? Is it true? Like, feel me?
See, I take care of a lot of my family, so I don't really even see a lot of like what's that staple number. I do know that I've made more than that in my life, so I guess that's not as accurate. It's probably higher than that. But I'm very like, I don't have what I want yet, like the riches and like the wealth, because I need my family to be up there with me. I can't do it. I can't be the only one, you know, really living unless they're like right here with me. So.
But it seems like things are trending in the right direction for sure. What has been like the most lucrative for you thus far? Would you say it's like music? Would it be like OnlyFans? Would it be streaming now?
I think OnlyFans was the most lucrative. But
She did OnlyFans? Oh damn, I didn't even know that. What the fuck? See, I don't be paying attention to shit like that. That's where it works.
I stopped.
Oh, you off it now?
I stopped OnlyFans probably like the beginning of this year.
Why? If it was lucrative, you should have kept running it up.
It definitely was lucrative, but I felt like I just didn't like going into these bigger meetings, and like once they hear the words OnlyFans, they kind of just turn the cheek, or like they have a certain perspective about you. Even though my OnlyFans content was very tasteful, it was very artsy. I did it magazine style mostly. Like I was very into making it look art rather than raunchy. So it was like, it benefited me very well. But at the same time, I just am in a different phase in my life. I'm getting older. I have nephews and nieces. I really give a fuck about how they feel about me and what they see about me. And it just kind of like just, you know, organically just was like, this doesn't feel right.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it takes a very like conscious and mature decision to like walk away from something that was making you the most bread.
Trust me. Trust me, I know. It wasn't that difficult because I have so much faith in God, and I know like he probably didn't want me to be doing that, and now that I'm not doing that, so I'm gonna get something better, which streaming obviously is like, you know. But yeah, it was bittersweet, but it's more so sweet because now I kind of control my own narrative, and people don't have to do like weird shit when it comes to OnlyFans.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you were very early to what feels like the influencer game. You were one of like the first, it seems.
Yes.
Where do you think like the influencer space is going now? So many people have become influencers. Do you feel like there's still room for everyone to become it? Or do you feel like maybe we're kind of like leaning away from the influencer space now? What do you think their future looks like?
No. Fuck these fucking advertisements. Bro, fuck these fucking advertisements, you heard? Gangsta. I'm smacked.
I feel like right now, this world is so personality driven to where like, it's not about a picture anymore. That doesn't cut it. It's not about nothing but like, they want to know who you are, buy into you, see if you're relatable, see if you're like them or like someone in their family. I think that kind of like content is taking over the world right now. So stuff like live streaming on Twitch and like doing things that is more so raw, live, uncut is like what is feeding the viewers these days because it's so easy to edit. It's so easy to make things look like things. But when you have somebody that's live that you could just see in real time and real action, I feel like that is slowly, but not really slowly, it's very surely taking over like the whole social media world, I guess you would say.
Yeah, it takes more now than just like a baddie in the picture.
Exactly.
To like really
It definitely takes more now, for sure.
Well, my final question for you, what do you think the future looks like for India Love? Like where do things go from here?
For India Love, that's a great question. The future for me looks like, shit, everywhere you look, you see me. Like, I want to be on every storefront, every billboard, my own businesses, too. That's, like, really important to me. It's, like, this year is to blossom the businesses that I have, you know, in the works to actually come to fruition and be here. Because I have a lot of ideas. My biggest thing is, like, I don't execute as much as I should. So this year, I'm definitely locking down on just being the businesswoman I'm supposed to be, making sure that my family has financial freedom as well as myself.
Shit like that.
Being being a real influencer, though. I take my influence very serious. Like I said, I care about the girls that look up to me and what they see and like what they feel like is the cool thing to do. Like, I'm not trying to be out here promoting relationships and like, that wasn't a good thing to say because of that, but like,
yeah.
I was
with you until that part right there.
No, I get it, but like, I'm not into like being in a relationship. Like, I'm really into figuring out and having a real foundation with a person and knowing them for longer. Like, I did it wrong a lot of years in my life to where like, I don't really know who a person is until a year or two into being around them and getting to know them. So kind of like making this phase of my life, knowing who I am and like pressing that envelope, blossoming, you know, my businesses, my family, stuff like that.
Word.
Yeah.
But eventually world domination,
Exactly.
billboards,
World domination.
India love everywhere.
Exactly.
Well, India, I appreciate you. Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see where things go from here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Hey, man. GG's, man. That shit crazy. Shout out DDG. Shout out Dukes Dennis. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. I'm fucking smack. I know y'all can see that shit in my eyes, bro. Where the mother is mad late, too. I just wanted to watch this shit because it's like, why not? Let me get this reaction out the way. You know what I'm saying? And upload another video. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes. It's Keyz Life. Yeah. And we gone, nigga.